Okay, so in your mind, wouldn't you say this one has been rehabbed as well?
Right, yeah.
So this is a good closed sale after repair value of our subject. We know what the after repair listing one is at 1.75. We have a closed sale at 1.75 rehab property. You see my screen still?
Yes.
With the home and then the map and my cursor? Right. Okay, so 1.75, right? So now let's do our adjustments quickly on this one. Smaller bath, so we'll give $5,000. Bedroom count, I'm not going to mess with right now until maybe we need to. We can adjust, let's just adjust down 10 grand. So now we're at 1 point, and we'll say it's 1.7, 1.4, 1.45 after our bedroom bath adjustment based off this closed sale number. Lot size similar, no adjustment we're not going to give. Garage smaller, we're going to give $10,000. So now we're at 1.755, right, of this property compared to the comparable property we have. Does it have a pool? No pool. So we're going to give 25 grand. So now we're about 1.78, right? That's with the pool and everything. So now we got to do our, only thing it's missing right now, let's just say, is what? Our what? What adjustment haven't we done yet?
Not too certain.
The condition, right? We know this one's finished.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
We know our subject isn't. So we know that this one sold for 1.7, 1.8 after our other adjustments, which are gross living area, our garage, our pool, those adjustments. But we know that at 1.78, we now have to make our home look like this. And we're going to say what? Roughly that it's about $250,000 ballpark, right? Like similar to the other one. Right. So we deduct that 1.25 or 2.5 from that 1.78. And that takes us to 1530, right?
Right.
So we have a 1.5 and a 1.530. We know that somewhere we need to be in that ballpark for our offer sheet. And now we can provide this information to our client and be like, look, I have a listing that after my adjustments, we're at 1.5. I have a closed sale after my adjustments, we're at 1.5. So our best offer with the variable factors is a 1.45. Are you interested? You had an expired listing at 1.842. It sat on the market for a year. This is why we can offer you this price, because again, your home, to get it to conforming properties around, we got to do about this much adjustments or this much, upgrades to it. And this is where our numbers are going to align. Is that something you would be interested in entertaining? Probably not at this point, but hey, keep this in mind for when it does, because now we know we gave them information. We gave them a closed sale after repair value, and we gave them a listing after repair value. That's what current market is, and that's where current market was recently, right? Does that make sense?
No, it makes a ton of sense.
Okay, so that's kind of that's the name of the game as an investor, right? We want to bring in something to the table that is closed. Ideally, we would want to bring in a listing or a closed sale and an after or as is value listing. So if we could find a comp that is at 1.5 that looks like our subject property that's listed right now, that would be our number we would bring to them, because that's what they would see. Hey, look, you got neighbor down the street selling for 1.5, similar condition, similar everything, let's just say, same apples. Now you see why we're doing it. But if we provide them with information, all we're doing is help educating and guiding them with our expertise that we know as real estate professionals, right? Whether that be an appraiser, an agent, an investor, whatever the case may be, we're still under the same umbrella.
Correct.
So that's kind of what we're doing, man. That's literally, and that goes for Angel and I too. So when we're going in and having these conversations with these homeowners, that's the conversation we're having. We're saying, look, let me run my numbers. We'll get back to you, but we need to run it by our contractor. We need to make sure that we are all in line with everything. So we are not giving you a number that is basically going to go under contract, and we're going to try to negotiate down a lot more. I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste our earnest money. I just want us to be upfront as possible.
That makes a ton of sense and huge clarity for me, honestly. I just didn't know where to get the comparables from, and that makes a ton of sense.